Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a short one. I'm listening to this gentleman this morning while I was working out, and he said something that really stopped me right there. He said the longest distance is the hesitation between thought and action. The longest distance is the hesitation between thought and action. And that got me thinking, I wanted to know, examine a little bit more than just that short statement. And here's what I came up with. Every dream you've ever had, every vision that lit up your soul on fire, they all live on this on the other side of hesitation. In that small silent gap between thinking I should and boldly declaring I will. Most lives are wasted. That's where ideas die, talents, remain undiscovered, and potential stay locked forever. The truth is, hesitation is a silent thief. It steals time. It steals opportunities. It steals the version of you the version of you that you were meant to become. While you hesitate, someone else is taking action. Someone else is taking that leap of faith. While you think about while you think about starting and debate and do all your analysis, someone else is finishing already. Understand this. Your future is waiting for your courage, not your perfection. I'm going to repeat. Your future is waiting for your courage and not your perfection. So you have to take the shot, make the call, launch the idea, write the first page of that book that you've been wanting to write forever, right? Speak up in the room and not just keep everything suppressed, right? Step into an arena, even if your hands are trembling, you got to do it afraid, because success doesn't come to those who merely think about it, right? It belongs to those who move despite fear, despite the hesitation. People that understand that action cures doubt. Action cures doubt. And that motion creates momentum. You gotta keep moving, or you gotta get moving if you're not moving already. So today, shrink that distance. I want you to shrink that distance down. Close the gap. Turn hesitation into execution. And watch your entire life completely transform as a result of you stepping out of your comfort zone. You're not stuck because you lack talent. You're not behind because you don't have resources. You're standing still because of hesitation. That deadly pause between knowing what you should do and actually doing it. Think about it. How many life-changing decisions have you postponed because you were waiting for the perfect time? How many opportunities have you have you let slip through your fingers because you convinced yourself that you were not ready? The perfect time is a myth. It doesn't exist. It's literally a myth. Readiness is a lie. We tell ourselves to avoid discomfort. And that's your mind playing tricks on you, by the way. Every great leader, every successful entrepreneur, every history maker you admire, they felt the fear too. They were right there where they thought about doing it and not doing it. You know the difference? They actually went ahead and did it. They heard the voices of doubt. There's a difference. The difference is they moved on anyway. They started it. They took the first action. Action doesn't wait for clarity. It creates it. I'm going to repeat. Action doesn't wait for clarity. It creates it. Courage isn't the distance of fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear, right? It's the decision to move despite it. Despite the fear, despite everything else, the voices in your head telling you you're not good enough. It's not the right time. You do it anyway. Every second you hesitate, someone else is moving. People are taking action when you hesitate. Someone else is building your dream business. Someone else is writing the book. The idea in your head doesn't stay in your head. I think I heard an analogy from someone that said, God gives you these ideas and these visions, and when you don't act on it, it moves to someone else. And that's why you could think of a brilliant idea, or you think of this new thing you want to do. And because you hesitate taking the first action, next week, next month, next year, you see someone else executing the idea that came to you months ago or years ago. The idea doesn't stay in your own head. It moves on. Someone else is thinking about it and taking action. That's the difference. Someone else is launching that new product, living the dream that you keep postponing. So the question is simple. How much longer will you hesitate before you give yourself permission to start? Before you give yourself permission to start living the life you were destined for? I know most of you ask, what life am I destined for? The life that is not where you are, the life that is not what you have right now. The life that screams, there is more to this. Paycheck to paycheck is not you. Living mediocre is not you. Out of shape is not you. Not believing in God is not you. You know that you can be doing better, or you should be doing better. That is the dream life. Your legacy isn't written in your intention. It's carved in your daily routine, your action, what moves you every single day. So I want you to shrink that gap, compress time frames, shrink that gap, take the first step. Live before you feel ready. Take the first step. That's where faith comes in. We don't just depend on your own abilities, but on a supernatural intervention, because nothing extraordinary is built from hesitation. But everything you've ever wanted is waiting on the other side of it. This is your time. I want you to step up. I want you to show up. I want you to take that first step and lead boldly. At Francel Leadership, we're all about empowering leaders. This is where dreams meet relentless action, and we're all about execution. So I want to thank you so much for taking our time to listen. If this touched you in any way, shape, or form, like it, share it, comment, and see you on the next one. Ciao.